Here we are. Welcome to the first game of Group G in this FIFA World Cup of 2026. Belgium will take on Egypt, and after this game, I'm going to have to negotiate with my mother whether or not I can do the Saudi Arabia Uruguay game. This will be a massive game, of course, for Belgium or Egypt, because the winner of this will probably top the group, because the other sides that contest with them in that Group G is Iran and New Zealand. Anyway, we're going to go through the teams now, and so will I with you. So, Belgium, starting goal is Thibaut Courtois, a back four of Thomas Meunier, Ngoy, Mechela and Castagna. Yuri Tielemans and Amadou Onana, the Aston Villa midfield partnership, also partners together with Belgium. The wingers, Leandro Trossard and Jeremy Doku, both star for Arsenal and Manchester City, top sides in the Premier League. Kevin De Bruyne, of course, adds that experience at Cam, and young star Charles de Ketelaere goes up front instead of Napoli striker Romelu Lukaku. And now Chobert, Hani, Ibrahim, Fati and Fatou put together the back four of Egypt. Marwan Atta, Atia and Lashin in the middle. Mustafa Ziko and Ashur and Salah are all behind the striker of Omar Marmoush. Most of these Egyptian players have the teamwork and chemistry because most of them play for Egypt's most successful side in Al Ahly. Hassan, the Egyptian manager, looking to cause an upset today. They're going to try and topple over European giants Belgium, who have been very unsuccessful in the last few major tournaments. But we'll have to see how this World Cup goes for Belgium. And Belgium get us underway here. Now, Belgium's golden generation is definitely past, but can this new side under Garcia take them to victory against one of the best defensive sides in Africa and in the world. Masters of the dark arts, the Egyptian side. So we'll have to see if they can grind out some and a result here. I've predicted 0-0 because you just expect Egypt to not score, and especially against Belgium, a side of attacking prominence, you expect them to sit back and defend. Maybe hit them on the counter because they've got Omar Marmoush up front, who probably will have the pace over Nguyen Meshale. Experience striking in the Premier League for Manchester City. Ibrahim. Hani. Ibrahim. Fatih. Hani. Mohamed Hani finds Mohamed Salah. Zico. Out to Michaela. Omar Marmoush and Jeremy Doku, Man City teammates, having a bit of a tussle there for the ball. Doku comes out on top there. Thibaut Courtois donning the Belgian #1 shirt once again in a major tournament. Can Ketelaere beat Fatih for pace here? Yes, he can. And the back heel to the path of De Bruyne was very, very inaccurate. Egypt have a goal kick. Osam Hassan instructing straight away from the touchline. Tried to keep that Egypt back four focused. Jabir. Mohamed Salah. He's gone to ground, but it was fairly won by Ooh. It's given back to Egypt, and they sure couldn't get it to anyone in a white shirt. Here's Omar Marmoush, tries to stick it back to Asia. Belgium, it's a concern straight away because that didn't look very convincing. To Castagna. Thrown down the line to the path of Jeremy Doku. Well won by Hani there. Now Hani will take the throw in. Ibrahim. Fatih. Ibrahim. Fatih. By Timothy Castagna in there. Tielemans. Nana. Misplaced pass. Now away goes Zico for Egypt. Sure. Lachine. Fatu. Ashore. Fatu again. Back to Fatih. Lachine. Doku. Try to flick it back into De Bruyne. And to do so. Now, De Ketelaere. Leandro Trossard. Back to Charles De Ketelaere. Still has possession for Belgium. Anana. De Bruyne. Anana again. Meunier. Kevin De Bruyne. Receives on the edge of the area. Goes for the shot and it's wide. Oh, damn. Damn. Got to go down there. Now should be on pages now. Robert. Fatou. Oh, poor pass. Good pressing from De Ketelaere. Now Meunier's throwing. Finds De Ketelaere now. The back heel this time does work. It's just whether Leandro Trossard could get the cross in there, and he can't. That'll be a goal kick to Egypt. Yeah. Doku. Anana. Owned by the Shin. Now it's a sure. Salah now. Zico. What? Hitler. Shaw was flying in to try and win a header there off Meunier, but that doesn't work. Now, Goy. Banana. Yeah. Ooh. Was a challenge, a poor challenge on going there, and that's going to be a yellow card for Asia. Bad for Asia, man. You should be better. You should stand up there. Good. Munya. McKellar. Munya. Good in there by Hanny. Covered up the space well. Now Doku's away. Hanny has to cover up the space again with support from Hamid Salah. So Jeremy Doku, another on the edge, dispossessed by Lashin. And now Salah's away for Egypt. He needs to play in it. He's dragged back, and he was dragged back, and it's going to be a free kick to Egypt and a yellow card for Timothy Castagne. Zico for Egypt. Castagne was well across. It's going to be thrown to Egypt. Maybe a long throw in territory if they've got to play with a sort of range from that area. They don't, so Hanny takes it back to Ibrahim. Fatu. Fatu. Fatu is going to drop from Armuja to the top. Course, well off his line. Playing long ball towards the Man City forward. Michele. Brilliant. To Bruno. It's a quick throw down the line to Jeremy Doku, who's well taken down there by Hanny, and Doku's still down holding his ankle. That doesn't look good for Belgium. You thought he jumped the line after it was that bad of a challenge. given it. He has given a free kick. He can just hand for the foul by Jeremy Doku. Doku's back on his feet anyway, so that's good. Banana in a dangerous position for Belgium. Can't find a forward pass that goes back to Meunier. De Bruyne almost sliding to Catalan. Unable to do so, but that was pushing the back there by Michaela. Fatty. Castagne. Jeremy Doku. De Bruyne. Leandro Trossard. Dancing feet around the shore. De Bruyne. Good touch. Javier by Castagne. And Nana. Tielemans drops in deep to receive the ball for Nana. Doesn't use Tielemans. Instead he uses De Bruyne. He tries to search for the Catalan with the long through ball. Sort of pass thing and Shaw went over. And I think he's given a free kick to Egypt. De Bruyne commits the foul on Shaw, which Egypt would take the free kick quickly for two. Shaw. Handball by come on, say the fucking name. Why didn't it come out actually? Okay then. That's the way he just get out. Shaw. Shaw! From the edge of the area, it is the Egyptians who have taken the lead against Belgium. What a strike from Shaw! And that is his very first international goal for Egypt. And they take the lead against the Europeans. The Egyptians are going berserk in the away end because Shaw has the last one into the bottom corner from around 20 yards. Just have a look at this. Brilliant whip to Zico. Finds Lachine in the middle. A short one touch out of his feet. Belgium nowhere near him to come closing down. Meunier comes across eventually from right back. I have no idea where Goy is there, but Meunier has to drive out of position to try and close down the shot. He doesn't get there in time. The shot has one touch to open up his body, fire it across Thibaut Courtois, who almost got there, but the shot was too accurate in the end and too powerful. And that is a brilliant goal from Shaw. To assure that Egypt taking 1-0 lead in this fixture. Belgium 0, Egypt 1. machines throw into Salah on the turn, very lovely to Shaw, and as we just run through that finish, I'm not going to do it again. Mohamed Salah assist, a Shaw goal. Munya and Goy. What a wonderful switch to Jeremy Doku's getting stood up by Zico here. Supplying patience there from Jeremy Doku. Tielemans just gives possession back to the Egyptian in the centre. Well, that's a brilliant flick away from Omar Marmoush from Goy. And Kayla, it's just unnecessarily dragged down Mohamed Salah. And is he going to get booked here? No, he's not. But it's a free kick to Egypt. Right on the halfway line. Our first hydration break here. Then the first hydration break, it's Ashaw's rocket shot from around 20 yards out. Past the best goalkeeper, not the best, but one of the best goalkeepers in the land. The accuracy and power on that just takes it away from Thibaut Courtois. Al-Akli, winger, gives Egypt a massive lead. They'll be hopeful to extend it soon enough. Belgium have not been able to scratch as of yet. They've not had a shot on target. It should be the closest they've had is a De Bruyne shot that whistled wide. And so far, this game hasn't been one of the best either. Egypt haven't had a fair share of chances, but they've taken the one that they've had. Seattle, the lead goes to Egypt. Start again, because the hydration break is now over, and we will carry on from the free kick that Egypt had won on the halfway line. Atia. Hani. Just sort of ran it out of play under pressure from Castagna there. Doku receives it on the left, slides it back into the midfield with Nana and Goy. And yeah, Goy again. They're Lille pair working together on that right hand side to try and make something happen, especially down the line for Leandro Trossard recently. And Nana. Leandro Trossard. That's a beautiful through ball, and it found Castagna. And his cross ricochets off of Ibrahim, and that will be a throw in which Castagna looks to get underway quickly. Finds Yuri Tielemans, the Belgian captain, and he swing a good cross in. And that is a big dive as Lachine went in a little too physical on Yuri Tielemans. De Bruyne. Watchalong. Oh, that's a great ball over the top. He just lifted it into the Catalan, but the goal scorer with a little touch that takes it away from the Atalanta centre forward. Kayla. Good. Jeremy Doku. Hani. Doku taking his time there. And Tielemans' delivery was just short of De Ketelaere. And there was a strike from Kevin De Bruyne on target. Tested Shabir for the first time in his game, but I think the referee gave a free kick anyway because a short is down holding his leg in the box. Following a challenge by Thomas Meunier. Oops, it for Trossard. Headed away by Ibrahim, but Nana gets possession back for Belgium again here. Jeremy Doku can make something happen. Castagna. Doku receives it again. He had an option that was Kevin De Bruyne on the underlap. Kayla. Kayla. Jeremy Doku. Hani. Was brilliant there. Belgium. Not playing exciting football, but they're just getting pummeled by Egypt. And again, a misplaced pass from Amadou Onana. He's definitely not been up to scratch today. And now here comes the short. Shabir. And the Egyptian net only have one shot on target to test him so far. Belgium clearly didn't want his clearances because that just goes flying out of play. Now it's with Goy, Thomas Meunier, formerly at PSG and Borussia Dortmund. And that's a good ball through for De Ketelaere, and what a challenge that was from Atia. Already on the yellow card, had to make that time to perfection. Tielemans, nice delivery there, but it wasn't the best of clearances in there from Ibrahim as it just looped up into the air, this time away from Lachine. Banana. Jeremy Doku. Daniel's cross, and it was the near post, a diving header in there from Yuri Tielemans. There wasn't sufficient amount of contact in the penalty area there. Brilliant run from Tielemans from midfield. No Egyptian defender tracked him at all. And the diving header was more like a diving flick. It was flicked towards the Catalan. It was about to run in at the back post, but no avail. Belgium still cannot get that shot on target. As we've said, they only had that one, which wouldn't have counted anyway because it was a free kick to Egypt. So winner. Yeah. Okay. Good touch on from De Bruyne. Guides it towards Doku, and Doku has the pace on Hani, but he doesn't have the physicality to get past Atia. Could be thrown to Belgium. Belgium seems to be rushing it a lot, but I guess they have to on the throw in because that new 5-second rule, they can't take that much time on the ball. Ngoy. Kayla. Castagna. And he finds Jeremy Doku down the line. He can't, but he almost got De Bruyne in behind. And here's De Bruyne now. He's about to get the shot off on the volley, but that last-ditch tackle from Fatty in there was enough to get the ball away for Egypt. Courtois. Didn't see Courtois. Fatty with the header. No one tracking Mohamed Salah. Salah finds Lachine. Now Zico. Ziku's ball in, and wow, I think that was a shot towards the bottom left corner. It was definitely on target and a crucial tip wide from the Real Madrid goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois. Another big moment in this game. Zico shot that ball, skidded right through Timothy Castagna's legs and through a gap between Kayla and Ngoy, with the 6'7" structure of Courtois. Tips it wide, and that corner from short passes it straight to Doku, and this could cause problems here. Here comes Jeremy Doku, and he's taken out. It's a very poor challenge. Atia gets a foot in, but then the final challenge to take down Jeremy Doku is by Fatou. Atia had to be careful, to be fair. If there was any contact that would cause Doku to go down there, he would have been off in Egypt unnecessarily down to 10 men. Luckily, Doku didn't go down, and Fatou was there to just clean him out. It's a definite yellow card, that's what it is. But that just shows Doku's pace on the counter can cause some real problems for Egypt. Good. Lovely foot forward from Lachine in there. Now here comes Mohamed Salah, and the through ball to Marmoush, who's barely having a kick today. He's getting absolutely no service from the Egyptian midfielders in Lachine and Atia. He's not really getting anything from Zico or Shaw either. Nothing from Salah as well. Hani. Ibrahim. It's a poor touch, but he can afford to do that with the time and space that he had. No press from De Ketelaere or Kevin De Bruyne to try and rush Egypt to do anything. So Egypt's just going to sit back and relax. And they're probably going to do this until half time and they're going to have a talk to see whether they will just sit back and defend and perform all of their dark arts that they are known for, especially over in Africa. Especially when Senegal won the AFCON back in 2022 with Salah and Sadio Mane penalty tactics in extra time, telling him Basti, the Egyptian goalkeeper, and Basti of course saving the penalty, but Mane in a shootout and the win the trophy for Senegal. Steelers, banana, free kick is eventually given Egypt's way after the ref had a small thought about it because it was Fatty down in the middle. Tillman's to catch him on as he went in for the slight tackle with Fatty. Tillman's was about to be through on goal, so he had to make that challenge. But he is still down to Fatty because Tillman's had trodden on him on the way through. That ball went 123 kilometres an hour into the net. That was its top speed anyway. What's watching there from Doku, trying to use his strength against Fatu. Tillman's. De Bruyne. The Sheen thinks he should have got a free kick there, and he stops and doesn't keep carrying on with the game despite not hearing the ref's whistle. And now De Bruyne, Amadou Onana cuts back, takes two Egyptian players out of the game, and now De Bruyne's delivery towards the back post. Doku brings it down, cuts back across to the edge of the area where I think that was Castagna with the shot. And now here's Ngoy, De Bruyne, Michaela. Now Meunier, he gets offered some support from Doku, uses Jeremy Doku. Ngoy. Oh, almost intercepted in there by the Sheen and cross towards back post support, and then De Bruyne's touchdown for Tielemans. We expect him to do better than that from that sort of range. He scores many brilliant goals from there. That's free kick to Belgium on the halfway line. I didn't think the ref would give that, but Leander Trossard, of course, he had to give it because it was Trossard. Arsenal bias though. Let's just have a look at that delivery from Meunier again. It's hung up nicely. And the second chance for Leander Trossard was not capitalised as well. Belgium needs to take advantage here. They need to be more positive, like they are now. And like a cross to the back post, Doku didn't go up and attack it with Fatu. He just sort of waited for it to come down so he could bring it down and sort of have a shot cross goal on Shabir without going up for the header. And the Shaw's just gone down following a challenge from Meunier and won a free kick as he tried to be released on the counter, but of course Meunier hacking him down to the floor. Shaw, Salah, Zico, they've caused problems for Belgium, which cannot be answered so far. And they come out at half time, these problems need to be answered, otherwise Egypt will have a second, maybe even a third to their only goal of the game, but Marmouche still trying to get some service off of the Egyptians. They can't, as Courtois comes out to clear the ball for Belgium as Marmouche was sprinting through Hind and Goy. De Bruyne again tries this long killer pass. This time it might work for Trossard against Hani, and Hani just into the goal kick as he probably should have done. I wouldn't have suggested taking on the Arsenal winger there, but he probably would not have been successful. Tillman, and Goy, and Kayla, Castagna, and Nana. Doku on the turn. Here he is. Can he come up with some flair for Belgium like he did for Manchester City in the title race? Not yet, he can't, and Nunez, misplaced pass, did not find Tielemans, but instead found the sheer. And here comes Mohamed Salah on the break for Egypt. Zico. Salah again. Salah plays a safe option to Hani. Atia. Ibrahim. Fatih. Fatu. Poor pass from Atia in there for Fatu, and it's gone out to play for Belgium throwing. And let's see if Belgium can finally use possession to their advantage, because they have had more possession than Egypt have for sure, but they're just sort of passing it around and not really taking shots, which is really hurting them right now, because Egypt took their shot and they scored, which De Bruyne, as I say, that's just lining up a shot and it cannons off to Ketelaere to assure. He tries to start the counter-attack and he almost got Marmoush some service in behind there, but now Egypt looks spread here. De Bruyne finds Doku, and that is a brilliant challenge from Ashore. Plays it off of Fatu. Fatu goes centrally to Mohamed Salah, but it wasn't one yet. And then Nana was fouled, pushing the back from Atia there. Castagna. Trossard. Round to Ketelaere. Round to Ibrahim. Round Hani. Beat Zico as well. And now, and again that little lifted ball over the top. Shabir didn't claim it straight away, just had to knock it out of the path of the Ketelaere over the top, and eventually makes the play. Good stuff from the Egyptian goalkeeper, well off his line to stop the Ketelaere from getting a run on goal. But now Ashore with acres of space on the left. Can he find a pass, or can he take the shot? This time downtown, 25 yards out. Zico. Ashore. Zico again. He tries that little pass that De Bruyne has been trying to do all game. This time it doesn't work. De Bruyne then loses possession in the middle to the Sheen. And he can relax. But Hani doesn't relax. He goes straight for the cross to the box. Mohamed Salah loses out on, and eventually he just trod on. Jenny Doku, and Marmoush does. Lucky for Marmoush, he was trying to go for the ball, and in the end just got caught up in the man, didn't he? A bit. He stands on his teammate. Well, stands on his club teammate at Man City, Jeremy Doku. Belgium once again possession to Egyptians. The Egyptians are so very nearly at the half-hour mark where they would be leading at half-time. 4 minutes to play here. Kevin De Bruyne. into throwing because Lashid in there with the challenge puts it out for the throw-in. Castagna. Long throw into the penalty area, and it was first one by Anana and brought up by Catalan to Catalan, and Jeremy Doku on the volley has put it well over the crossbar. Very poor. Sure. Okay. Banana. Kayla. Trossard. De Bruyne. That's it. Oh, that's some brilliant defending. And there's Zakan, fullback, who has absolutely done Tasmania there and won the throw-in for Egypt. Just a minute to go now, ish. And Egypt have taken advantage of this game completely, leaving Garcia with some thinking to do at half time, because it's going to be Belgium 0, Egypt 1, but it could be 2 here for Marmouche. Could get a shot across goal. There was no support in the middle, so all he could do was take a shot toward near post, and it was well saved in the end. An easy save, you could say, and it was a sloppy header back to Courtois, and the corner is taken quick by Marmouche, and he did receive it back, and he's won another corner as he smashes it against Ngoy. What a sloppy back pass from Ngoy, just passes it straight to Marmouche. Luckily, it was only Marmouche for Egypt up there, and all he had to do was take the shot, and it was an easy save to Courtois. Because he was having words with the Lille defender, Ashore goes short once again to Fatu. Now, delivery from Mohamed Salah was nicely headed away in there, and the volley this time from Atia was deflected off of Yuri Tielemans. Well, yet another corner shielded out by Ibrahim, and this will be the final moment of the half. Salah goes over to take this corner here for Egypt, and will deliver. Egyptians crowd in the near post, and Courtois, he came to punch the cross and completely missed, and an open net there for, I think that was Omar Marmouche at the back post. Anyway, that's the half time whistle. It's Belgium 0, Egypt 1, and wow, Courtois goes to punch it, and it's Catalan that flicks it over the punch of Thibaut Courtois. Lachine there. He couldn't take advantage of the shot. And Egypt really are, for the first time ever in the World Cup tournament. Belgium 0, Egypt 1. Imam Ashore took a shot from 20 yards and rocketed into the back of the net away from Courtois. And the difference is Belgium may have had possession, and they may have been knocking it around and occasionally giving away bits of play and possession to Egypt. Egypt have only had 3 shots compared to Belgium's 7, but Belgium haven't had a single shot on target, whereas Egypt have directed all of their shots towards goal and that's where the accuracy and the clinical forward line comes in for Egypt, because if they're getting shots on target, they're testing Thibaut Courtois, and Shaw tested him very well, so well that he ended up scoring a beautiful throw. Hani taking the quick throw in, catching Belgium off guard, found Salah on the edge of the area. Salah just does enough there, surrounded by Anana and De Bruyne, to find a Shaw, and Ngoy and Michaela are in absolute no man's land, causing Munier to um, leave his position and leave Zico unmarked, but that didn't matter because Shaw had the time to open his body and swing his hips for a clinical strike with a lot of power behind it. As we said, a top speed of over 125 kilometres an hour as it rippled the back of the net. At half time, the story is Egypt are more clinical than Belgium, and they lead European side by 1-0 for the first time ever. Egypt have a lead at half time in a World Cup. Now, like 45 minutes away from history are Hassan's Egypt. And well, it says it's been 92 whole years since Egypt last won a World Cup game, and they have waited so long to cherish this moment. All they have to do is hold on for another 45 minutes to beat the Belgians here, who haven't been very good so far. They definitely need to improve the second half of Belgium if they want to stand a chance in this game. As a short will kick us off again for Egypt. Yeah, go. Zico again. Hani again. Shaw and Nana. Wins it back for Belgium. Oh, and that's a misplaced pass, but the ball gone out of play anyway for the Egyptian throwing, which that was put quickly back into play by Fatu. Fatu. Doku was fouled there by Ibrahim. That's the free kick there. Belgium. And yeah, okay, Timothy Castagna. That was a loose touch, but it did help him in the end. It didn't help him beat Atia in the middle there. Now Fatih on the turn, beating Kessler and O'Brien. Brilliant skill from the Egyptian centre back. He eventually did go back to Shakir, who went for the long ball to Omar Marmoush, and brilliant hand to get the ball back for Egypt. On Salah, and the ball back to Omar Marmoush, and again Egypt had 3 goes at it there, and they all rebounded off of Ngoy or Mekele. Brilliant stuff there. The Belgian centre back getting in the way of every single chance that they had there. Yeah, he has the ball again against Michaela, but just a hard work for Michaela and runs it out to play himself. Just a bit. Belgium have a free kick on the edge of the area here, and it's Kevin De Bruyne who is stood over it here. He can hit them. He's proven he can hit them from there, from 30 yards, but instead lays it off for Castagna. And Trossard cuts inside and he couldn't move away from Fati, but this time he can. Evades Atier in there as well. Now Doku is away for Belgium on this left-hand side. Can he find an option in that 6-yard box he can cross it into? He's round as to... What was I on about? A tour. There's not even a player. For 2. Now, a short. Play the ball into the space, hoping Marmoush could have the pace to beat Courtois to it, but he doesn't. Now Yuri Tielemans was dragged down there by Marmoush. Tielemans. Onana. Good. Trossard. And now Jeremy Doku. And that is a free kick on the edge of the area. And Atia has committed another foul. Already on a yellow card. He needs to be careful. Because I think that is his final warning before his sending off. It's a soft foul from Atia though. That's just using his strength. But he does sweep the legs of Manchester City's Jeremy Doku. Kevin De Bruyne on the free kick again. We have definitely seen him score from this range. He's on the edge of the area, 18 yards from goal, definitely. Maybe even 20, no, not 20. 18.5 to 19 yards from goal. Kevin De Bruyne can equalise for Belgium here if he can get a free kick on target. We've seen some brilliant goals in this tournament so far. Let's see if De Bruyne can match the quality so far. See if he can find the top corner. De Bruyne up and over the wall. It's cannoned off the post, and Kevin De Bruyne comes so close to levelling the score for Belgium. And still, Belgium await for their first shot on target. And I don't think Shabir had it covered either. Shabir was across goal very late there. As De Bruyne's strike hits the woodwork. Definitely, it was dipping so vigorously over the wall. A Shaw ducked under the ball actually. Pussy. And now Zico at the back post. He's picked out lovely there. He's picked up lovely by touch from Zico. Maybe he just needed to take one less touch there, because he took the extra one that caused Meunier to get back across and make the challenge. But no, Mo Salah from the following corner headed away in there quite easily, unchallenged by Michaela. For a bit. Yeah. Salah and Omar Marmoush. And just as Marmoush was getting away from Michaela there puts in a brilliant tackle. Now Salah's delivery again and the header. Oh, it was well saved. And the ball back across. Anna Shaw is wondering how that has not gone in. And it's such a poor strike from a Shaw, and Salah's header. What a save from Courtois. He had to move across his goal very, very quickly, because that header was coming at pace from Mohamed Salah. Beaten away by the Belgian keeper though. Salah just tried to drive that into the net using his head. But 55 minutes into the second half, Belgium will make a double change. And it's going to be Amadou and Nana making way for the keeper. It's also going to be Timothy Castagna off as well for Raskin. I think taking Onana off was the right decision. He misplaced a number of passes, causing Egypt to win back possession so many times, particularly just giving the ball back to the opposition. Really invisible in that middle today, not like Onana. He's usually a strong physical presence, and that's what you expect from him, especially playing for a Champions League quality side like Aston Villa. But it wasn't to be for Onana today, and now hopefully these two changes can make the difference for Belgium. Raskin given the time and space here, and he's just giving it away again. Poor from Belgium. They need to up the game because Egypt are just really blowing them away now. And Egypt have won a throw-in. Wow. Just Belgium giving it away. Fatou launched it down the line towards Zico. But now Trossard on the turn takes it towards the left where he has loads of space, and it's sliding for Kevin De Bruyne here, and he couldn't get his feet sorted out, and he can't get the shot off. And now Omar Marmoush looking to do some hold up play. No, he's not. He's going to go on the counter, and Omar Marmoush through on goal for Egypt, and he has blazed it high and wide of the net. And some brilliant defending from Michaela. Good recovery pace as well from the Club Brugge centre back. Oh, it wasn't Michaela actually. I thought Michaela actually barged him over. It's actually Ngoy, Los Lille centre back, who I think has been very, very poor today. Very sloppy in possession, but stops a certain goal for Egypt there. Kuiper. Kuiper. It's a long ball, chested down by Kevin De Bruyne, and Doku fast feet, and he goes down, and he definitely wants a penalty. And Ibrahim is talking to Doku there. Definitely says he dived. What a dive from Jeremy Doku. I think he's saying Atia possibly stepped on his foot there. No, he didn't. It's a dive from Jeremy Doku. Very poor. For two. And De Ketelaere wins it back there for Belgium. For two, needed to stay stronger there than he was. And a short tries to steal it off to Ketelaere before it went out for the corner. But he can't. And Belgium will have a set piece. De Bruyne lifts it into the near post. And the strike there! That was very, very caught well by Tielemans on the volley. Strikes it so well towards the bottom left corner. It worried Shabir. He got down very quickly to that one. I think Shabir may not have had that covered again if Tielemans got it on target. Of course, it's not on target and it goes wide. Actually, Shabir might have had that there. Tielemans, he needs to start getting shots like that on target. I know it's a long way out, but if you're taking the shot from there, you have to at least test the goalkeeper. Raskin. Jeremy Doku. And it's stolen away from him by De Ketelaere on the turn. And Kevin De Bruyne. His shot was straight at Shabir. A very comfortable save in the end from the Egypt goalkeeper. De Bruyne, it was pulled back into him. He hits the shot. And Hani, I think he was supposed to be marking Kevin De Bruyne. But he doesn't, of course. So that's why he's completely free. But he ends up scuffing the shot eventually. And Garcia is looking to be preparing a third change here. And it'll probably be De Ketelaere for Romelu Lukaku. Ketelaere has been very weak and very ineffective up top. So they're subbing on Lukaku to add that physicality and power up front for Belgium. Doku. De Kuiper's delivery towards the back post where Trossard and De Ketelaere was queuing up. Shabir goes down asking for a foul as I think he's saying Ngoy caught him there as he was taking the goal kick, but oh, lovely flick from Salah, but it was late. Advantage Egypt, and now Omar Marmoush dances past 1 and 2 and cuts inside, and it took a deflection wide, and it's going to be a corner to Egypt. Courtois was already set on one side, and he was sat down, and if that deflection went somewhere on target, that would have been a certain goal. A beautiful flick from Mo Salah. And Omar Marmoush is finally getting the service that he's been waiting for. As the shot cans off of, I think that's Ngoy again, behind for the corner. Omar Marmoush finally getting his service. Thanks to a wonderful through ball by Mohamed Salah. And taken short the corner to Fatou And his delivery headed away by De Kuiper. But now they're going to have a second try at this, and Zico is going to slide it towards the near post, but it's away by De Ketelaere in there. And now Tielemans, a foul by Lachine in there. Definitely a foul. Sweep the legs of Youri Tielemans. Not the first time I've said that today. They like fouling Youri Tielemans in the middle because he's been Belgium's danger man on the ball. He's not really looked like he's done anything, but he's definitely given away possession the least times out of anyone in a Belgium shirt today. And De Ketelaere is going to be taken off it in the 65th minute, 10 minutes after Belgium's double change. They've made only a singular change here, and it's going to be the big man up top who plays up front for Napoli. Belgium's number 9, Romelu Lukaku. He's going to score straight away, is he, maybe? Doku. The delivery. Oh, he scored! He's only been on the pitch for like 10 seconds. Romelu Lukaku has just equalised for Belgium. Oh, wow, Romelu Lukaku. Took like 10 seconds, and Egypt have been hurt on the break again. And 92 years in the making is looking to be a longer wait for Egypt. And Romelu Lukaku. We said he had to make an immediate impact with power and responsibility in that number 9 shirt. And straight away, that ball across goal from Meunier, perfect. Lukaku had 2 men on him straight away, Hani and Ibrahim, all surrounding him. And we thought Lukaku scored, but that's actually an own goal by Hani. The second own goal of the tournament. We thought Lukaku had scored, but no. It's come off Hani. It isn't Lukaku's goal. Lukaku has only been on the pitch for a few minutes and a few seconds, and he's made an immediate impact using his physicality, speed and pace. And that's exactly what Belgium were missing. He had 2 men on him in there, and that still wasn't enough to stop big Romelu Lukaku up front for Belgium and Napoli. And anyway, I think that's gone down as a Hani own goal. Poor Hani, man. He's been really good all game. He's silenced Doku, he's silenced Trossard. He's been everywhere on the pitch, especially in that back line for Egypt. And he's really kept Belgium at bay. But as soon as Lukaku has come onto the pitch, can't really do anything. He's just got a big, strong physical presence. He's just big in there. He's not necessarily the striker that you'd expect to be quick, but he is. He's always fast off the mark, and that is what's got him in behind. And his physical presence is what's got him in front of Hani. Lukaku doesn't make the initial contact, but just having Hani on him there has cost Egypt the lead because it's coming on off his boot. The fact that they had 2 men on Lukaku in about 20 seconds is mental. And Lukaku still big Rom makes the impact for Belgium. And let's see if Romelu Lukaku, after this hydration break comes to an end, can add a second for Belgium. Now Egypt must persevere. Belgium's first chance. So Lukaku's coming on, and I think that's only their 3rd shot on target, to be fair, but in the end, Lukaku was clinical, just like Egypt were in the first half. And finally, Belgium, for their efforts, after around 14 shots, have got their goal. And Rabiot is ready to come on for Egypt's goal scorer in a Shaw here. It's a weird substitution. I think they might. I thought they'd keep a Shaw on for just a little bit longer, but hey ho, they don't. And the Rabiot, Egypt's number 5, will come onto the pitch for Egypt's first change of the game. Finally it goes in for Belgium. Now they have, either side have 20 minutes to hold on to a point or win this game. Oh, and Zico, it's a poor touch, and then Machine came back across Jeremy Doku and was fouled in the process. And I don't think Garcia liked that one. Rudy Garcia. What a substitution that is. He has just helped Belgium get the equaliser there. Maybe not starting Romelu Lukaku was a mistake. Romelu Lukaku had been on the pitch 22 seconds and made an immediate impact for Belgium. We thought he scored the equaliser, but it actually came in off the left boot of Hani, but Hani is only in there because of the strong physical presence of Romelu Lukaku. Because if that was De Ketelaere, there would only have been one man on him in the box. But because Lukaku is bigger than De Ketelaere, they needed 2 men on him in Ibrahim and Hani. And that's what has caused the goal. Too much crowd in the 6-yard box. Anyway, will Belgium try this again here? And Kevin De Bruyne found Thomas Meunier, who took the strike low to Sabir's right. And again, Sabir made it look comfortable. Gets down very well again. Stop the strike. Did have a bit of pace on it, Meunier's strike, but Trossard, De Kuiper, and since this Lukaku goal, the game is completely swung in Belgium's favour. Because now Egypt have 11 players behind the ball. And Belgium are looking very dangerous every time they go forward now, which is a lot different from the first half. Because now he's Raskin. Goy. Taylor plays the quick 1-2 with Kuiper. Castagna. Taylor. Raskin. Taylor almost found Romelu Lukaku in the air. Lukaku, I think, was looking to flick it on to the incoming Leandro Trossard. And I think De Kuiper's just given away a free kick there. I think the referee's just given... Yeah. Yeah, he's just given a free kick to Kuiper. Not sure what for. Not sure who De Kuiper fouled there, but... Egypt prepared another change, and it is Zizo on the touchline. Michaela. Courtois. Taylor again. Raskin. Good. Ooh, De Kuiper loses possession and then commits a foul on Zico and is put in the book for that challenge. Maxime De Kuiper. Poor touch from Maxime to Kuiper, lets the ball roll underneath his foot and then proceeds to foul Zico and gives away a free kick. And Egypt are making a double change, and Zico will be coming off for Zizo. Mohamed Salah is going to come off as well, and this guy is going to become the youngest ever player to play at a World Cup for English for Egypt, and it's actually Mo Salah's birthday today. I've just seen a sign in the crowd. Happy birthday, Mo! A birthday assist for Egypt at a World Cup, but will it be enough for a birthday win? If his team can do the rest out there and win the game for Egypt, but Hamza Abdel Karim plays for Barcelona B now after Barcelona signed him from Al Ahly this summer. Zizo also plays for Al Ahly as well. That's it. Looking for Abdel Karim, put the ball in behind Goy, which he actually slid in for, ends up in the hands of Thibaut Courtois. Caleb. Ngoy. Caleb again. Kevin De Bruyne. He's dancing, finding Doku. De Bruyne, nice little through ball. Trossard finds Romelu Lukaku, and that is a good block in there from Ibrahim. Ruskin was back up there as well. De Kuiper is eventually the man to bring it out of the air to Ngoy. Castagna. No, why am I saying Castagna? Thomas Meunier. Lukaku. First time ball. Oh. Going to say first time ball to Yuri Tielemans, but Tielemans' cross was extremely poor and it goes out of play for the Egypt goal kick. Lukaku showing a lot more positive signs for Belgium here. Now, ooh, Caesar, Fatty wins the throne for Egypt as Zizo just had his shot blocked there by Michaela. Yeah, Machine. Ibrahim. Ooh, gives possession to Romelu Lukaku, who's away there, but that is a brilliant footing from Lachine. Ibrahim takes on Lukaku, dances past Lukaku actually very well there. His Ciso, who's barged over by And yeah. Zizo. Lovely move from Egypt. Quick one-touch football there. Abdul Karim was in there as the Fatty's delivery came across goal. And of course, the tallest player on the pitch claims the cross. And Doku's just gone down there after following the foul from Hani. And, well, is this going to be a booking hint now? Yes, I don't know. No, it's not really involving yet. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely a foul from Hani. Doku just about to turn away from him and definitely trips him up there, Hani. Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne to Kuiper over this free kick. De Bruyne's delivery punched away by Shabir. Now Yuri Tielemans with the return ball, and the header was lovely, and what a save from Shabir. Michaela at the back post with a powerful header towards the bottom left corner. What a save by Shabir. One hand just manages to claw it away at the final moments for Egypt. And now here's Atia. And Egypt have the numbers. It's a 6 versus 6. As the Belgian shirts start to flood back now. Fatu. Ibrahim. Lasheen. Ibrahim. Rabia. That's a good delivery from Rabia. Whoa. It's gone on the top of onto the roof of the net, and I think Porto actually touched that over there. Rabia's delivery was a good one, and Courtois touches it onto the roof of the net as he smashes his back against the crossbar. Yeah, and they're showing Michaela's header again going towards goal. Clawed away by Shabir. Great save. Nice work from the Egyptian goalkeeper yet again. So, corner in there, and Abdul Karim headed to the edge of the area, and the strike from Machine blocked by Yuri Tielemans. Rabia's delivery again, searching for Abdul Karim. This time Marmouche on the edge of the area, jumping in to try and win the ball back for Egypt. Unsuccessful he is, and Hani through ball finds Omar Marmouche. Marmouche, beautiful switch play to Zizo. Zizo. And Hani on the overlap. The Kuiper was in there again. And Fatty. A good opportunity. There was a pass in the 6-yard box that was on. Tried to play it, but the Kuiper's leg is the only thing that was stopping him. And now Zizo. And that's a poor pass now, Ruskin. Lukaku. chests it down for De Bruyne, and now Lukaku is away down the left for Belgium, but Machine got across nicely there. Can clear the ball away for Egypt. And two final changes for Belgium here. Kevin De Bruyne makes his way off the pitch here. And Van Aken will come on. Fernandez Pardo come on as well for Belgium. Jeremy Doku is also the other man leading the pitch for Belgium. Abdel Karim. Ngoy can't trip up Abdel Karim, and his long ball towards Omar Marmoush was horrendous. That's Courtois comes to collect it. Raskin. And Raskin's delivery. It was a nice one, and Lukaku, hands to his head, wondering how he's not directed the header towards goal. It's a tough header to score. That cross came with power from Raskin. And Lukaku definitely thinks he should have done better there. Poor header from a striker of his quality, of course, but Lukaku expects to score. We expect him to score. And as time ticks away, this looks like it'll end in a draw. Belgium on fair play. Actually, no, the Kuiper got a yellow card. Well, I don't know who would top the group, actually. Probably Belgium. In alphabetical order or something. And the final changes will come for Egypt as well now in the 88th minute. Batting coming up there. It is. Two and Fatty coming off for Egypt. The pitch is Hafez and Adele. Nashin searches for Abdel Karim, and it's a good header from Ngoy, and the second clearance from Ngoy again was brilliant, following the rebound from Marmoush after that diving header clearance. Adele. Marmoush. Hani. Cuts it silent. The man who scored the own goal has a shot deflected off of Maxime de Kuiper. And now the rebound was won. And Abdel Karim was through. and Michaela wasn't taking any chances as Abdul Karim was looking like he was going to get there before Thibaut Courtois was. Good intervention in there from the Club Rouge defender. And now Lukaku once again chests it down into the centre for Tielemans. And now Trossard heading back into the path of Romelu Lukaku. And he's able to do anything with it. We'll have 5 minutes. 5 minutes for any team to win here. The Kuiper. Brilliant tackle in there from Ibrahim. And now on the turn. Can Omar Marmoush do anything here? It's Afiz. Adele. Oh, loses possession to Raskin. Raskin just salams it up top, where Lukaku is in a foot race with Ibrahim. Ibrahim has Shabir to pass back to there. Afiz. Atia. Hani. Ibrahim. Oh. Just decides to clear it for the throw-in. Just going back to the penalty check for Zizo, and the guy just grab a hold of him. He can't believe it. He can't believe it, Hassan. He literally demonstrated to the fourth official what he did and literally hugged him. That's what the guy did. He hugged him and dragged him to the ground. And I'm surprised that VAR didn't have a closer look at that. Del. Ciso. Hani, oh, it's a loose touch in the middle. And now Belgium tried to hit him on the counter with Leandro Trossard. Fernandez Pardo. Lukaku. Looking for a better option. Gets it through Fernandez Pardo. Van Aken. Hani blocks the delivery. A minute and a half to go. No. And then 2 minutes and a half to go. Fernandez Pardo. Trossard. Delivers to Lukaku. Heads back into the centre where Tielemans is, and that was for Raskin. Trossard. Thought about it, and the referee's eventually given the free kick to Belgium for a foul on Leandro Trossard by Lachine. Ziza, I meant, sorry, not Lachine, Ziza. Everything relies on this free kick now. A minute and 10 seconds remaining. Tielemans in swinging delivery towards the near post, and Fernandez Pardo was waiting in there, and I think the final touch is by Michaela, who sort of just nicks it onto the roof of the net. Or Belgium. It was the shot from Michaela. It does skim the roof of the net there. Unlucky from Michaela. So we're in the final minutes of play here. And Goy put it out for the Egyptian throw. Brennan Garcia is sweating here, and it's the same with Hassan, and Abdel Karim was waiting in there for a shot. Got some good defending in there from Michaela. He just had a shot at the other end, and he's just stopped a goal at the other. Tielemans, and the long ball. It was desperate with a few seconds remaining, and the referee James Bloke full time right now. And yeah, the referee has just called the close to this game, and it has finished all square between Belgium and Egypt. Probably the right score when you see how Belgium's changed the entire game, and Ashaw's goal was cancelled out by a Hani own goal. The ball was put across goal from Thomas Meunier, and there was two men surrounding Lukaku. The cross beats Ibrahim, the first man. Lukaku was already sliding in. Lukaku doesn't make contact, and it comes off Hani's left boot as he was running in for the finish. And he's running in for the clearance. He's the unfortunate one. It rebounds off his leg and into the back of the net, and Romelu Lukaku made that impact after coming off the bench in 22 seconds, and that was enough to save a point for Belgium. With Iran and New Zealand to play later to play tomorrow morning at 2 a.m. The winner of that game, if there is a winner in that game, would go top of the group. Ashaw's 25-yard rocket was cancelled out by Romelu Lukaku's instant sub-impact, and that is the story of the match. So they're just going to go through the goal here. Romelu Lukaku, here he is coming on, and he stands right next to Ibrahim, and a free kick is taken quickly, and Tielemans just lumps it down the line. Brilliant Thomas Meunier sprint from fullback, as we call an attacking fullback, crept in behind Fatou and slid it across goal, and Romelu Lukaku was in there in the 6-yard box, and Belgium had then scored the equaliser that they'd been chasing all game. Didn't deserve it in the third half, then again scored the equaliser, or helped in the fact that they scored the equaliser. And it saved Belgium. Full time, Belgium 1, Egypt 1.